Hey guys, welcome to 1.09. This is solving and graphing inequalities. It might have been a while since we've seen inequalities, so this is a quick refresher for us. This is 1.09. The first thing we do have four symbols when it comes to inequalities. And for inequalities, we treat them like equal signs for the most part, except there are a couple of special rules we'll see at the end. So I know it's a lot to copy down, but do try your best to copy everything down, because I think it gives you a lot of references. The first symbol is the one that looks like this. I'm going to redraw it again. This is going to mean that it is a greater than symbol. And if we have something that's written x, symbol 5, that means we are saying x is greater than 5. Then if I have 5 on the graph, I have an open circle. And greater than 5, I'm going to go ahead and point it. Anything greater than 5, such as 6, 7, 8, 9. A real life example could be if you eat more than 5 cookies, you'll have a stomachache. Notice how the symbol, when written like this, with the X on the left side, the symbol kind of points us in the right way, right? The greater than symbol looks like this, and then it's filled to that way. So we're filled to the right. We also have the other symbol. This means less than, going the other way. So for example, I have x is less than 5. So here's 5. Less than 5 means 4, 3, 2, 1. So any numbers to the left of it. If you get less than 5% on the quiz, you should probably retake it. Notice again it follows the same rule. Less than kind of points to the left. So that means when I graph it, it will be filled in to the left. Or the arrow will point to the left. The next symbol I have is greater than with an equal sign underneath. So this is greater than or equal to. Greater. Oh, I definitely spelled that wrong. Greater than or equal to. For example, I have x is greater than or equal to. X is greater than or equal to 5. So here's 5. It can be equal to 5. So now my circle can finally be filled in. And then the arrow points to the right. So I will also draw my arrow to the right. The last one we have is less than or equal to. That equal sign underneath means it's less than or equal to. So for example, I have x is less than or equal to 5. So here's 5. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the 5 because you have that equal sign. If we have that equal sign, that means that it will be filled in. And I will go ahead and draw the arrow to the left. So any number equal to or less than 5. So at most, you should use the bathroom during class is 5 times a month. So that means you should use it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0. Alright, so here's a couple of summaries. Which symbols have a closed circle? Look up here. Look into the chart that we just did. Which ones have a closed symbol? Which ones have a closed circle? Go ahead and write down the two symbols that have a closed circle. That's correct. If you chose greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, both of these do have a closed circle, as seen in here and here. Alright, which symbols have an open circle? So the open circles, go ahead and fill it into your paper. That is correct if you did greater than and less than. The ones without the equal sign, this one will be an open circle. So let me color it in. For example, these two are open circle. Which symbols result to the line shaded to the left? So out of these 4, which ones went to the left? Go ahead and tell me which symbols went to the left. That is correct. I have less than and less than or equal to. Right, left, I'm going to go ahead and color in with purple. So we have less than or equal to, right? Both of these were going to the left. And that means the symbol that results in a line shaded to the right is going to be, that's correct, greater than and greater than or equal to. So I'll go ahead and color this in with red. So this would be greater than or greater than equal to. These ones have the arrow pointed to the right. Alright, so some important facts, as you guys know, when we're solving them, we do treat them like equal signs. The only thing is that the variables must always land on the left side. Always, always, always land on the left side. If it lands on the right side, I need you to flip it around. It's going to make more sense if the variable is on the left side. And when you flip it around, you're going to flip everything around. So if your variable ends on the right side, like for example, I have 4 is less than or equal to x. I'm going to go ahead and flip everything. And this will be x. And then I have to flip the sign to greater than or equal to 4. The other example I have, -5 is less than or equal to x. So I'm going to go ahead and flip both places. I have x and -5. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the inequality sign. Now it's going to point the other way. Just like this. Okay, and the only other rule we have for solving and graphing inequalities is when you multiply or divide by negative, you must flip the entire inequality sign. So here I have -3x is less than 12. When I solve this, I'm going to divide by -3. I'm going to go ahead and have x. 12 divided by -3 is -4. But I should be triggered because I just divided by a negative. That means I have to flip the sign so it looks like this now. On the other one, I'm going to go ahead and divide. I have -4y is greater than or equal to -36. Go ahead and do this one and select your answer, please. That's right. If you divide it by -4 on both sides, you have y +9. But then you have to remember to flip the sign. So these are your 2 rules you must remember every time. The variable is always on the left side. When you finish it, make sure your variable is on the left side. And if you're multiplying or dividing by a negative number, in your mind that should trigger you that you have to flip the inequality. That is very, very important. Alright, let's go ahead and let's try some examples.